Boundaries are not barriers. They are the expressions of our self-respect. Thomas K. Reed. Have you ever felt like you're constantly measuring yourself against others? In today's world, where every achievement and milestone is broadcasted on social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. But what if I told you that the key to a happier, more fulfilled life lies in turning your focus inward? This video is all about learning to love yourself. It's about shifting the focus from others to yourself, understanding what self-love really means, and discovering how to accept it fully. Are you ready to start on this vital journey towards personal fulfillment? Let's lock in. Self-love is a term that's often tossed around, but what does it truly mean? At its core, self-love is about treating yourself with the same kindness, respect, and compassion that you would offer to someone you care about deeply. It's about acknowledging your worth and giving yourself the care and attention you deserve. However, it's important to distinguish self-love from selfishness. Self-love is constructive, leading to personal growth and better relationships with others, whereas selfishness often comes at the expense of others and is destructive. Unfortunately, many people misunderstand self-love. They either view it as a luxury they cannot afford or dismiss it as a new age concept without practical benefits. But research and countless studies underscore its importance in maintaining mental health and well-being. It affects how we make choices, how we interact with others, and even how we cope with stress and adversity. Self-love isn't just about feeling good. It's about building a foundation of self-respect that influences every aspect of your life. It means setting standards for how you want to be treated and not settling for less than you deserve. It's also about forgiving yourself when you make mistakes and allowing yourself to move forward with greater wisdom. The journey to self-love often begins with a crucial step: stopping the constant comparisons with others. In a world where people's lives are often idealized on platforms like Instagram or Facebook, it's easy to feel inadequate or left behind. However, such comparisons are not only unfair, but also inherently flawed. They focus on the highlight reels of others' lives, ignoring the behind-the-scenes struggles that everyone faces. Comparing yourself to others can have several negative psychological effects. For one, it can lead to reduced self-esteem and body image issues as you constantly judge your worth based on how you stack up against others. Studies have shown that frequent social media users, particularly those who engage in comparison, report feeling more anxious, depressed, and lonely. But why is focusing on others so detrimental? When you compare, you are evaluating your own life based on external standards that may not align with your values or reality. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and a sense that you're never good enough, no matter what you achieve. It shifts your focus from your own growth and progress to a competition that you can never truly win, because there will always be someone who seems to be doing better. Breaking free from the habit of comparison begins with awareness. Start by noticing when you compare yourself to others and gently redirect your focus back to your own journey. Ask yourself, what is truly important to me? Am I working towards these goals? What achievements am I proud of in my own life? By shifting your focus from external validation to internal satisfaction, you'll start to appreciate your unique path and realize that self-worth cannot be measured by comparison. Now let's look into how you can further cultivate self-love by becoming more self-aware and setting personal boundaries. These steps are essential in your journey towards a healthier, more centered life. Recognizing the signs that you're not focusing on yourself is the first step towards realigning your priorities. One of the most common signs is constantly worrying about what others think of you. If you find yourself over-analyzing every social interaction or decision based on how others might perceive you, it's likely you're putting too much emphasis on external validation. This can lead to a cycle of stress and dissatisfaction, as you're trying to live up to an impossible standard set by others, rather than focusing on what truly makes you happy. Another sign is neglecting your own needs. This might look like skipping meals, sacrificing sleep to work more, or consistently putting others' needs before your own. While generosity and empathy are valuable traits, they should not consistently come at the expense of your own health and well-being. Neglecting personal development can also indicate a lack of self-focus. If you can't remember the last time you learned something new or engaged in a hobby that you enjoy, it might be time to reevaluate how you spend your time. Personal growth is a crucial component of self-love, and without it, it's challenging to maintain a sense of self-worth and fulfillment. With an understanding of the signs that you're not focusing on yourself, the next step is to start on a journey of self-awareness. Self-awareness involves understanding your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It's about recognizing your patterns, both good and bad, and reflecting on how they affect your life and your relationships with others. One effective tool for building self-awareness is journaling. By regularly writing down your thoughts and feelings, you can begin to see patterns in your behavior. This can help you understand what triggers negative emotions and which activities bring you joy and fulfillment. Journaling is a powerful way to connect with your inner self, and it provides a private space where you can express yourself freely and without judgment. Meditation is another key practice in developing self-awareness. It allows you to spend time with your thoughts and learn to observe them without reaction. This can help reduce stress and anxiety, and over time can lead to a deeper understanding of your true self. Even just a few minutes a day can make a significant difference in your mental clarity and emotional stability. Engaging in regular self-reflection is crucial. This could be as simple as taking a few minutes at the end of each day to think about what you did well and what you could improve on. Ask yourself questions like, did I act in accordance with my values today? Or, what did I do today that made me feel good about myself? This practice can help you make more conscious decisions that align with your goals and values. Personal boundaries are the limits we set with other people, which indicate what we find acceptable and unacceptable in their behavior towards us. Setting boundaries is a crucial part of self-love because it protects your emotional well-being and your physical space. When you have clear boundaries, you communicate to others that you respect yourself and expect the same respect in return. To begin setting personal boundaries, you must first understand what you value most in your life and relationships. This could involve your time, your privacy, your emotional energy, or your physical space. Once you're clear on what matters most to you, you can start communicating these boundaries to others. For instance, if personal time is important to you, you might set a boundary by saying no to work calls or emails during the evenings or weekends. Maintaining these boundaries can sometimes be challenging, especially if you're used to putting others' needs before your own. It may feel uncomfortable at first, and some people might even resist your boundaries. However, it's vital to stand firm and remind yourself that setting boundaries is a form of self-respect. Over time, people will start to understand your limits and respect them, leading to healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Self-care is another fundamental aspect of self-love. It involves actively taking steps to care for your physical, mental, and emotional health. Developing a self-care routine can significantly enhance your well-being and reinforce your self-love practices. Start by identifying activities that make you feel good and help you recharge. This could be as simple as reading a book, taking a walk in nature, or engaging in a hobby you love. The key is to make these activities a regular part of your routine, rather than something you turn to only when you're already feeling overwhelmed or stressed. It's also important to include practices that promote emotional and mental health. This might involve daily meditation, regular exercise, or engaging in reflective practices, such as gratitude journaling. These activities help manage stress, reduce anxiety, and foster a positive mindset. Self-care is not a one-size-fits-all approach. What works for one person might not work for another. So it's important to tailor your self-care routine to fit your individual needs and lifestyle. The goal is to create a routine that feels sustainable and enjoyable, not something that feels like another chore on your to-do list. Many of us struggle with the desire for external validation. Whether it's through likes on social media or praise from peers and superiors, seeking approval can become an addictive habit that undermines our self-esteem and independence. The first step to overcoming this need is to recognize its presence in your life and understand the triggers that make you crave validation from others. Once you become aware of these triggers, start challenging your thought processes. Ask yourself, why do I feel the need for someone else's approval? What am I afraid of if I don't receive it? Often you'll find that your fears are based on insecurities about not being good enough. By confronting these fears, you can begin to diminish their control over you. Another effective strategy is to set personal goals that are aligned with your values, not with what you think will impress others. This shift in focus helps you derive satisfaction from what you achieve on your terms, or rather than how it's perceived by outsiders. Celebrate your own achievements, no matter how small, and focus on your progress and growth. Practicing self-affirmation is also a powerful tool in this journey. Regularly affirm your worth and achievements, regardless of external validation. This can be through affirmations that focus on your strengths and the unique qualities you bring to the table. By reinforcing these positive thoughts, you'll start building true confidence that comes from within, not from outside approval. Positive affirmations can transform your mindset and play a significant role in reinforcing self-love. These are simple, positive statements that you repeat to yourself to challenge negative or unhelpful thoughts. By consistently practicing affirmations, you can start to change the way you think about yourself and your abilities. Create affirmations that resonate deeply with you and reflect your aspirations for who you want to be and how you wish to feel. For example, affirmations like, "I am enough just as I am," "I deserve to be happy and loved," or "I'm proud of myself and my achievements," can be incredibly empowering. Incorporating these affirmations into your daily routine can help cement them in your subconscious. You might repeat them every morning, write them down in your journal, or even post them where you can see them throughout the day. Over time, these affirmations help to overwrite negative thoughts and instill a greater sense of self-worth and confidence.